Did you know if you have lost your job or unable to work in Canada? For this, just go on canada.ca, the only official website. Go down and click on benefits. When you will click this link will take you to benefits finders. When you will click this link, will tell you that what options you have. So what kind of support you need, what kind of benefits you need. So all the benefits are over here. So in this video, we are discussing the job loss or unable to work, let's suppose. And let's suppose you are based in Ontario. You select your province and then click find benefits. This link will take you to this page where you have all the details. The first one is Canada Pension Plan CPP Disability Benefit. The second one is Canada Pension Plan CPP Disability Benefit Vocational Rehabilitation. Another one is Employment Insurance. The next one is Employment Insurance EI Reconsideration. This also explains that when you can get this or what's the scenario. So for example, if you disagree with the decision Service Canada made on your employment insurance application for benefits, you can request a reconsideration of that decision. So for example, you have applied for this and they have refused it, then you will jump on this one. Next one is benefit insurance sickness benefit. Benefit for individual unable to work due to illness or injury. This is the most common one and you can get this one. Another one is employment insurance provides temporary financial assistance to individual who lost their job or face reduced work hours. The name of this one is employment insurance EI regular benefits. Next one is service, and that's a military leave benefit. The Canadian Forces leave policy, manuals, and rules associated with different types of leave. Another benefit is Canada Disability Benefit. The Canada Disability Benefit provides direct financial support to people with disabilities who are between 18 and 16-year-old. Another one is Employment Insurance EI, workers and residents outside of Canada. Benefits that people who work outside Canada for Canadian company or the Canadian government may be entitled to. Another one, Employment Insurance EI for apprentices. Next one is Employment Insurance Fishing Benefits. Employment Insurance for self-employed workers. Opportunity to assess EI special benefit for people who run their businesses or control more than 40% of their corporation voting shares. Next one is on reserve income assistance program. Employment insurance maternity and parental benefit. Financial assistance to people who are away from work because they are pregnant or have recently given birth. Parents who are away from work to care for their newborn. Let's discuss in this video the one which is the most common one is basically when you are not feeling well. So employment insurance EI sickness benefits. So let's suppose if we click this one, this will tell us what we will get. EI sickness benefit can provide you with up to 26 weeks of financial assistance. If you can't work for medical reasons, you could receive 55% of your earning up to maximum of 729 Canadian dollar a week. You must get a medical certificate showing that you are unable to work for medical reasons and for approximately how long. Medical reasons include illness, injury, quarantine, or any medical condition that prevents you from working. This explains you further that how you can apply. So on the right side, you can see apply after you apply. So let's suppose if I click apply, this will take me to this page. Gather your required information, complete the online application, provide required documents. A benefit statement and access code will arrive by email. Then after that, check the status of your application. Now let's suppose you do this. For that, you need to get all these documents. Documents which we are talking about, personal information, medical certificate, record of employment. Complete the online application. They explains you how you can do that. That's very easy. Next one is provide required documents, the documents which they need. A benefit statement and access code will arrive by mail. Next one is check the status of your application. So you can sign in and you can check your status. Let's suppose we check or try to find out the one which is for the self-employed. So let's suppose you are self-employed, which is most of the people are. So this is the one, employment insurance EI for self-employed workers. Click on this link. This link will take you to this page. Again, what you will get, maximum you can get $729 Canadian dollar per week in 2026. Are you considered self-employed? If you run your own business or control more than 40% of your corporation voting shares, you are considered self-employed. If you are self-employed and an employee, let's suppose if you both, in that case, if you are self-employed and also receive insurable earning from your employer, both employment and self-employment may be combined to increase your benefits rates. Insurable earnings include most of the different types of compensation from employment, such as wage, tips, bonuses, and commission. The Canadian Revenue Agency determines what type of earning are insurable. That's another part. Types of benefits. If you are self-employed, in that case, you can get maternity benefits, parental benefits, sickness benefit, family caregiver benefits for children, family caregiver benefits for adults, compassionate care benefits. So this explains you everything over here. So let's suppose if you, it also depends where you live. So if you live in Quebec, it will be different. If you live in different part of the area, then it's different. So that's also considered. So if we go back and if we check the last one, the last one is basically when you are on maternity leave. In that case, what will be the case? Because that's another thing. So maternity and parental benefit. If we click on this one, this will tell us what we will get. You could receive 55% of your earnings up to maximum $729 a week, Canadian dollar. Maternity benefits are only available to a person who is away from work because they are pregnant or have recently given birth. They can't be shared between parents. The person receiving maternity benefits may also be entitled to parental benefits. Now this explains the parental benefits, which explains that what we will get. These periods are standard parental within 52 weeks, 12 months, extended parental within 78 weeks, 18 months. Now what you will get, up to 15 weeks, 55%, up to 729 Canadian dollar. Standard parental, up to 40 weeks, can be shared between parents, up to 729 Canadian dollar. Extended parental, up to 69 weeks, can be shared between parents, but one parent cannot receive more than 61 weeks of the extended benefits, and that is 33% benefit rate, up to 437 Canadian dollar. My main reason of creating this video is to explain you that everything is available on canada.ca. If you go on this website, you click on benefit finder, you will get all the list and you can select whichever benefits you wanted to know, and you can get all the knowledge on canada.ca. Instead of going somewhere or asking someone, you can do this yourself. Don't trust on ChatGPT that much, because sometimes they give you wrong information or outdated information because they're working on large language model. So it's always better to check yourself. So let's suppose if you wanted to know about jobs volunteering, you can click on it and you can click find benefits, and this will explain you everything. So this is what it means, that you can get everything on canada.ca. If you have come to my channel first time, don't forget to subscribe. I've created loads of videos on different topics in which I have explained how you can do all these things yourself. If you have any question, put that in the comment section and I'll get back to you.